Everyone, this is Dr. Nada, and today we're gonna learn how to make custom weapons and armor in Baldur's Gate 3 using the Toolkit. By popular vote, we'll theme this around skin lymphoid hyperplasia. If you prefer solely tutorials, the education is at the end of each step, so feel free to skip around. Let's go. For step 1, you need to make a new class. Do this by following the tutorial shown on the screen and listed in the video description. Very easy, like roughly knowing what this skin condition is, which is going to be an enlarged single or a small group of nodules felt on your skin that can kind of be red or purple, and usually on your head or neck. When we can figure out their causes, it's usually from immune triggers like a viral infection, like the common cold. For step 2, we're gonna make a custom root template, which will allow us to edit the in-game appearance and descriptions. Things are a bit more involved here, so refer to the text tutorial in the pinned comment if you want, while also liking the video. We're only going to make the new armor here to be efficient, but the process is pretty much the same for the weapons. For part A, search for your desired equipment in the stats editor at shared, stats, and then weapon or armor. For part B, click the create or view templates button and then click inheritance view. For part C, search for your equipment without the arm, madge, or weapon prefix, so underwear incubus for our video. Then right click on it and select create new form from selected. For part D, we're gonna keep it simple, so we're only gonna change the display name and the description. So the doctor will see you now, and I'm a professional. You'll find the description field in the item group, which may require you to scroll down a little bit. There are a lot of fields here, so have fun. Let me know if you want me to cover the other fields and I can add it to my list. Lastly, change the number 4 field, name, so we can reference this all more easily when we actually start to edit the equipment. Here it is, the doctor will see you now. Like creating a case in my pathology department so I can look at these things under the microscope. Skin lymphoid hyperplasia looks like this under a slide, so there are a lot of these blue cells in the second layer of the skin, which is called the dermis. This is called pseudolymphoma or false lymphoma because when you have a lot of cells packed together like this, it can start to look like something concerning. Pathologists can order special tests called stains to make sure that it isn't. They can also order fancy tests called flow cytometry if it seems like it's indicated to be really sure. For step 3, we're going to be making our weapons and armor stats files, editing copied over versions of the equipment that we want. For part A, open up the stats editor. Make a weapon and armor file using the drop-down button. For part C, copy over existing weapons and armor. We'll pick Orin's Crimson Mischief for a weapon, which is in the Gustav Dev weapon file, and the Incubus armor in the shared file for our armor. For step 4, we are going to personalize our entries. Like root templates, we're only going to edit the armor here with a similar process for weapons. If you want a video on weapons though, let me know in a video comment while subscribing to my channel. For part 8, change the name to something that will be easily referenced, like arm CU, since a close inspection can be medically important. Change the root template to the template that you just made. For part B, we want to make it so bearing your skin for an exam is rewarded. So we're going to make the armor class 15. For part C, since also most people spend too much money on healthcare because of insurers' greed, individual doctors actually don't generally control the price. We will edit the value level and value scale fields to make sure that the value preview field comes out to around 900 gold, since more cost-effective preventative care is somehow not necessarily always covered, which is bizarre because diseases are so much easier and cheaper to deal with if they're picked up early. Part D will change the rarity to legendary because taking care of your health is still so vitally important. Part E will give the armor a passive on equip, specifically Halfling Lucky. You can find more passives in the game folders at Stats Passive. You'll see that there are other fields here. And you can look through the armor file to see other examples of what went in there. You could also let me know if you want to learn more, and I can think about making a video about it. And for step 5, we're going to be making our equipment file so we can give our class custom equipment. For part A, make a new equipment file. Copy over an equipment entry from shared equipment into your new file, like equipment unarmed. For part C, we're gonna now customize our equipment list. Change the name, copy the name of your equipments into the C and D fields following the template from the shared folder. Copy the name of your equipment list and then make sure all your files here in the stats editor are saved, and then close it down. For step 6, we're gonna give your new equipment to your class mod. Open up the UUID object editor, and then open up class descriptions and paste the name of your equipment list into the class equipment field. For step 7, we will finally test. Load up the syscci level as shown on the screen, click load level, and then select that level. Then click switch game and editor and see your equipment in action. As you can see, your class has the equipment. If you finish up character creation, you'll also see that the equipment has the bonuses that you want in game. If you're having any issues with the game going past the intro, as I did, try clicking the switch game and editor button again. As you saw, making new weapons and armor for Baldur's Gate 3 can be a little bit involved, like learning about very complex sounding medical conditions. That being said, such a process is by no means unapproachable and can be done very feasibly. I'm so glad that I made this video for you all, because learning how to edit root templates opens up so much of the modding scene for you all. So I highly recommend giving it all a try. Thank you to Grumpy Washbear, whose tutorial I referred to when getting started with root templates. I posted a link to their tutorial in the video description. Be sure to like and subscribe, and Starship out.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.